Hey everybody, Pinky Raval here and welcome to the channel. Today we're diving deep like Mariana Trench deep into the mind of a master manipulator. No, not your ex, get your head out of the gutter. We're talking Ayanokoji Kiyotaka from Classroom of the Elite. That dude's got emotional control on lockdown and honestly, we could all learn a thing or two from him. Stick with me and by the end of this video, you'll be smoother than Ayanokoji himself. First things first, you gotta know yourself, right? Ayanokoji, he's got this uncanny ability to read people like a book, but it starts with him. He's hyper-aware of his own emotions. Think of it like an inventory, but instead of dusty old action figures in your mom's basement, it's all the feels. Anger, joy, that weird sense of dread you get when your internet's lagging. Identify it, label it, but don't judge it. See, most people, they get caught up in the emotion itself. They become the anger, the sadness, the crippling fear of missing out on a TikTok trend. But not Ayanokoji, and not you anymore. We're gonna rise above. Journaling, meditation, just sitting there for 5 minutes staring at a wall, whatever works. The point is, get to know those emotions. Become intimately acquainted with them so they don't control you. Alright, you've identified your emotional inventory, now it's time to master the art of nothingness. Yep, you heard me right. Think of your face like one of those creepy blank masks from horror movies. No emotion, no tells, just pure, serene neutrality. Why? Because emotions, they're like leaks in your super secret evil lair. They give away your position, your plans, your weakness. Ayanokoji, he's built himself an impenetrable fortress of facial neutrality. No one knows what he's thinking, which makes him both fascinating and terrifying. Now, I'm not saying you gotta go full stone cold statue here. Just practice keeping that resting I have no strong feelings about this face, especially when things get heated. Deep breaths help. Count to 10 Mississippi. Imagine everyone around you in their underwear. Whatever it takes to keep that poker face strong. Emotions? Those are for mere mortals. We're operating on a higher level now, people. The Ayanokoji level. And that means logic. Pure, unadulterated logic. See, most people, they react emotionally. Someone cuts them off in traffic, boom, road rage. Their favorite show gets canceled, bam, existential crisis. Not us. We're above that. Ayanokoji, he approaches every situation like a chess game. He's thinking 5, 10, 50 steps ahead, calculating outcomes, weighing probabilities. He doesn't let his emotions cloud his judgment because he knows emotions are the enemy of logic. So how do you become a logic machine? Practice, my friend. Next time you're about to react emotionally, stop. Take a breath. Ask yourself, what would Ayanokoji do? Spoiler alert, he wouldn't scream at the barista for getting his latte order wrong. Think it through. What's the most logical course of action? That's your move. Chapter 4. Detachment is key. Don't let feelings hold you back. Alright, this next one might sting a little, but it's crucial. Emotional attachment, my friends, is a weakness. It's a leash that other people, other things can use to control you. Ayanokoji, he understands this. He keeps everyone at arm's length, never letting anyone get too close. Now, I'm not saying you gotta become a heartless robot, but you gotta learn to set boundaries. Don't let your emotions get too invested in outcomes you can't control. Remember, attachment leads to suffering, or at the very least, a whole lot of unnecessary drama. Think of relationships like a game of poker. You can enjoy the game, play to win, but don't get so emotionally invested that you lose your shirt when the cards turn against you. Keep your cool, analyze the situation, and make your next move strategically. Chapter 5. Information is power. Control the flow. In the game of life, information is king. Ayanokoji has the kingdom on lockdown. He knows the power of information, what to reveal and what to hide. Like a vault, he opens only when necessary. Every piece of information you give out, every emotion you let slip can be used for or against you. Be selective. Ask, does this person need to know this? Will this help or hurt me? Master observation. Pay attention to body language and tone. Gather and analyze information. Use it to your advantage. Knowledge is power. Alright, we're getting deep into the Ayanokoji playbook now. We're talking next level emotional regulation techniques. Think of it like a training montage for your mind. First up, mindfulness meditation. Sounds boring, I know, but trust me on this, it's like going to the emotional gym. You're learning to observe your thoughts and feelings without judgment. Next, cognitive reframing. This is all about changing your perspective. It's not the situation itself that causes stress, it's how you interpret it. Reframe that negative thought into a positive one. And finally, emotional detachment training. Learn to distance yourself emotionally from situations. Become an observer rather than a participant. Read Stoic philosophy, practice mindfulness, build that emotional shield. Ayanokoji, he's got a plan, a big, complicated, kinda terrifying plan, but the point is, he's got goals. And those goals, they're his compass, guiding his every move. See, when you have a clear purpose, you're less likely to get sidetracked by every little emotional hiccup along the way. So what are your goals? What do you want to achieve? Write them down. Make them specific, measurable, achievable, relevant, and time-bound. That's SMART goals, for those of you who like acronyms. Once you've got your goals locked in, it's all about focus. Like Ayanokoji, you gotta learn to tune out the noise, the distractions, the emotional baggage that's holding you back. Keep your eyes on the prize, and don't let anything stand in your way. Okay, let's be real, even Ayanokoji messes up sometimes. He's not perfect. Don't tell him I said that though, the dude's kinda intimidating. But here's the thing, even when he does stumble, he learns from it. He analyzes his mistakes, figures out what went wrong, and adjusts his strategy accordingly. See, failure, it's not the opposite of success, it's part of the journey. It's a learning opportunity. So, next time you lose your cool, don't beat yourself up about it. Instead, take a step back. Analyze the situation. What triggered you? How could you have handled it differently? What can you learn from this experience? Remember, every mistake is a chance to grow, to evolve, to become a more emotionally intelligent badass. Embrace the L, learn from it, and move on. And there you have it, folks. A crash course in emotional mastery, inspired by the one and only Ayanokoji Kiyotaka. Listen, I know some of this stuff might seem intense, like, Pinky, you want me to become an emotionless robot? Chill, dude, that's not the point. The goal here isn't to shut off your emotions completely, but to learn how to manage them effectively. Find that balance between logic and empathy, control and compassion. Because at the end of the day, it's about becoming the best version of yourself. So, go out there, master your emotions, and conquer the world. And hey, if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell for more awesome content. See you next time.